lie.
We do not own the rights to this music, but it's our music that we don't own the rights to. You feeling good tonight, Sister Casey? He sounds just like Uncle Bobby. Do the things to keep a smile on the face. Come on, y'all, share that video. This is Sister Circle. We jamming tonight in the studio. Share it for me.
Oh, we are dating ourselves.
What?
Because the young kids will be like, who is that?
That's okay. Hey, y'all out there know what this is. And I lost him. I had a love and I lost it. Yeah.
Gotta cost.
Oh, woman's gotta have it. Yeah. Come on, y'all. She gotta know that she's needed around. Come on in, share this video.
You gotta make her feel it.
Shout out to 18
every day.
Group. We do not own the rights to this music. And shout out to the greatest producer in the world, Mickey Jordan.
Is it on the 18 yet? Nope.
Yeah, it's on there.
I can't even share.
That's on I must be on the wrong people 18. I'm on the wrong people 18 news.
Good tonight,
is it another 18 news media group?
It should be in your notification.
Yeah, it is. You know what? I gotta remember.
Working, but I'm having a good time. But the music gotta go. All right, I was jamming. Y'all. I was jamming.
Yeah,
that song been on me all day. Woman's gotta have it.
It's gonna be playing in my head
for the rest of the day, ain't it?
But look, I've been playing Bobby, right?
And that one
you gonna turn your phone on.
And that one coming up.
No, I was playing Bobby Womack, right? And then Mickey told me, no, not Mickey. Sister Audrey told me, she said, KC remix that. I said, you're not supposed to be listening to that. And she's sitting up here. Oh, we was just jamming. Was y'all jamming with us?
Look, that was my Saturday morning. Get up out the bed. Did we heard Bobby, Al Green, or Wilson Pickett? We knew we better. Our flows better hit. Our feet better hit the flows, and we better start the cleaning. It was time to clean.
Mama Quill said she remember when. Oh, look, Tony said, listen, we was jamming up here today. We gonna take you out with when we get done.
That song was Betty Wright.
Yep.
Once you hear that Betty Wright,
it was time to get up and get the going. I remember Alexander O'Neal. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, him and Sherelle, they used to jam.
Yes. Somebody told me they still be doing some concerts.
I seen that where they were like doing something, and that would be fun. That would be fun to go see something like that. We get our media passes in. We can go to a lot of that stuff for free. Yeah.
Listen at me.
Can we go see Smokey Robinson?
I ain't gonna do like Scooby Doo.
When you get in contact with their people, you can see that free. Now you have to, of course, you gotta sit in the media press box.
That's okay.
We're going live anyway. In the box or not, I'm gonna be media.
That's right.
So we go live in the media press box. Take a couple notes. Yeah, but that's all the stuff. Mickey's already working on all of that for us. We're gonna have us some press passes.
Smokey Robinson is coming December 27th.
Well, we might have to put some magic together then.
I wish they had this one concert. It's a concert. I'm trying to find my friend. She done told me I'm already summoned to come to this concert in Cleveland. It's with Stephanie Mills, Elder Barge, After 7, Evelyn Champagne King.
Yeah.
That's the day after Thanksgiving. It's that weekend. Okay. I know our day. Our day.
That's gonna be nice.
You get to travel.
I told her I don't know, but we'll see.
A busy travel season.
It is. I don't like, if I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be there Wednesday until Sunday. I don't like to travel in the middle of the week.
Well,
but hey, we know who knows.
Well, traveling in the middle. Listen, did y'all hear that we going to the NOLA next October? ATN News Media Group coming live from the NOLA.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
So what's going on in the NOLA?
We get so much love
from down
the 304.
They're my people.
Is it the 304 or the 504? The 504.
The 504, right.
504. We can listen, y'all know I messed it up, but we get so much love from the NOLA, and it's been a group of them, and they want us to come down there and go live.
Really?
So we're gonna go down there. Of course, we need y'all to jump on the plane, the bus, however y'all want to go. We're gonna have us a couple Airbnbs down there.
Ooh.
We're gonna stay down there for a few days and
Okay.
go live and stuff. So plan that for October 24th. Cool. ATN News Media Group. I'm telling y'all, we doing things.
That's cool. Next year.
And we setting the bar real high. That's all.
Okay. See,
Wayne, I know you. I don't know. He might be watching.
Joe,
Wayne,
go ahead.
Coming. We want that gumbo.
So people down there. Oh, we gonna have
my mom family from the week.
Oh hell, we gonna have a show. Where's Gina?
That's why I say don't let the Creole Gina come out.
Right.
Sometimes people see the Creole Gina.
Why you got your stuff loud?
I want to see what's his name, the one dude the dance. Rome.
Oh, right.
Oh, I want to see Big Frida. Best to believe us. I want to see
Rome the dancer down there. The one to teach the hustles.
The line dancer.
The line dancer guy.
Yeah, in the middle of
Lord.
Street.
I want to see
danced
everybody.
And then also, I just have to say, shout out to the student minister down there, Brother Willie. Him and his wife, Sister Michelle. Their Brother Willie is the one who came up here. He the one who do the conflict resolution stuff with us in the nation. The brother minister down there in the NOLA, Willie Muhammad. As a matter of fact, well, it's not open to the public, but in a couple weeks in December, I'm going to be going to Jacksonville, Florida, because he's hosting the courtship singles weekend. Remember when I was down there?
In the nation?
Yeah, you remember I was in Miami and I was having fun with the brothers and sisters. I'm going to another social again.
Y'all was having so much fun.
We was having fun, and I'm ready because I was trying to get in touch with everybody again. Like, show up in the bill. Time for Jacksonville, the first part of December. That's cool. Yeah. So we do fun stuff like that. So
yeah, we got some people down that way. We gonna have a ball.
That's right.
Shout out to Sister Allison. She works for Southern. Well, she did. I'm not sure if she still does. Southern Property Law Firm. She's helped so many of the people you see on like 60 Minutes. Get off death row. Yeah. That's her. They come and save your life.
Okay.
Listen, they telling us have fun, and somebody said point of order. Listen, before it's over,
we got
we up to 56.
On here,
57. It's gonna keep going. We'll probably top out the day about.
Let's get the gossip in. Before we get the gossip, let me give a shout out this weekend. If you all don't know it, you gonna put it up? Mickey gonna put up a flyer for me because this is what's going on this weekend. If you all remember 1995, we had the Million Man March on Monday, October the 16th, 1995. October the 16th comes up again on this Monday this year. So on Sunday, though, we having that. Well, I'm sorry about that. That's one of the flyers I sent you. It was actually one I took off of Facebook for Cincinnati. So it says Macmillan. However, our address is 1417 Stevenson. We're on the corner of Stevenson and DuPont. We're going to be hosting at 3:00, showing the video of Atonement, the Great War. We know that we got a lot of stuff that's going on. Brother Ishmael, the next person in line under the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he's going to be bringing the message for that day, directly guided by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So it's 3:00 is when the services start. So please join us on Sunday. And then on Monday, like it was in 1995, we calling for a day of absence. We asking for you, if you can, don't go to work. Don't go to school. Don't spend no money. We know she ain't going to work.
I'm retired.
Don't go to school. Don't spend no money. You know, we always talk about how can we unify and make sure that people understand our dollars in our community, how it counts. This is a time for you to show how come. Go buy everything on Sunday and wait till Tuesday to get it. Don't spend no money. Don't buy no gas. Don't buy nothing unless it's absolutely necessary. Like you had to go to the hospital and you got to get your medicine. That's necessary. Not I forgot to get a gallon of milk. You should have got that on Sunday. Right. So we asking for you all. And I know it's hard. It's easier said to be than done. We ain't going to get mad at you and beat you up if you end up finding out, forget that you got to go get something. Mm-hmm. Please do it. But we want us to start to find a way to show some true unity. But I can tell you what, listen to that message on Sunday. If you ain't able to join us, Watch it online, www.noi.org. And then another announcement, we just got an announcement that in February, some of you all know about it, Savior's Day is coming up February. That weekend, that Sunday is the 25th with the main address from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We're going to be down there all weekend long in Detroit.
You've been to one of them before?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, we have plenary sessions that happen. But stay tuned because we're going to have a bus. Several buses going from Flint.
Okay.
I'm going to be trying to make sure I sponsor a bus and help sponsor people who say, I really would like to go, but I just can't afford to go. I just don't have the transportation. We want you all to still help. If you got money to donate, we're going to give all that information to you soon. But we already started to work with On the Move to get a bus. I already called them, got the prices. We got everything going to be set. We're going to be ready to go. And you're going to start seeing stuff from around here happening. We talking about ready to get billboards. So in January, the billboards will be going up. But guess what? I'm going to be constantly announcing Savior's Day is coming to Detroit. It's people know, I hate to just say it, people know Freaknik. You can see a whole bunch of black folks down there. You see the different concerts and festivals and stuff. You see a whole bunch of black folks. This is where you want to see over 10,000 black folks in the city of Detroit participating. And guess what? We don't have no friction, no problems, no nothing. And the one year the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan came in, you know that the police department escorted him from the airport like a dignitary. That's how much respect they have for him. I was like, I seen him coming around the corner. I thought I was watching Coming to America. They was like, whoa. I was like, that's the minister coming around the corner.
Well, I think the first year I drove because I had to bring Eric.
Yeah.
Then the second year, I got on the bus with y'all.
I'm gonna have to go.
We're gonna be better. The bus gonna be better. I trust. That's what my sister Janice drove the bus. May Allah be pleased with her. She did an excellent job too. Cause she said, if you pay for the gas and just give me a little bit of money, don't worry about it. I get the bus. And she got the bus from the Odyssey House. And she drove it. She drove it right now.
A bus with no bathroom.
But this time it's gonna be on the move, so y'all gonna have a working, operating bathroom.
Do I get to meet the minister?
I wish we all could go up there with him.
Oh, it's a process.
It's a process.
I'm
resourceful. But y'all know y'all media.
To the minister.
Hey, y'all know we media.
Eric got to meet him the year I took him. I felt like the little kid outside. Like, let me, you please.
But he went twice and was up there.
He went twice
and was up there.
The minister asked for him.
Yep.
And so I didn't even ask. Yep. I just said, okay, I'll be waiting for you.
Yep. He went down there the first year, I think, when the water crisis first started. And then he went the next year. So he's been a couple of times. Yeah. Ask Eric Mays if you see him out here. Say, look what I got on here. Yes. Picture him with the minister. I'm like, I ain't even got a picture with the minister. You got a picture with the minister on your phone.
Because Eric is a jack of all trades.
I just don't know. That car ride home.
I went in 04 to
yeah.
I went to Moss Mary. It was in the parking lot.
Yep.
I was in 04.
Yep.
And I seen him down there. I've seen him about 5 or 6 times. He was at a church one time
in Detroit. Yeah.
And my cousin just hop in the car. We'd be like, the minister.
Mickey think he's slick. This sister circle.
But wait a minute, y'all. Now I'm gonna shout out to Mickey's auntie. Which one was it? Chantel. Chantel, don't be calling me the day of the weekend talking about, sister, when can I get some tickets? I'm messing with you, Chantel. I love you. She did. I was in Chicago. I was like, why this sister calling me through Facebook? Sister, I gotta get some tickets. You got some tickets? I said, well, they told me they sold out. She came down there. I looked up. She was in the arena getting her tickets. It was like maybe that Friday or Saturday. She got her tickets.
She was
in
able
there.
To get in.
And then it was crazy because she was sitting in the same section I was working in. Yeah. See,
and I tell everybody out there in the audience listening, I take my daughter, and she looked forward to going. She was like, "Are we going to that again?" So it's like it's different activities going on. You're just not sitting there listening to people talk all day.
Right. And we're gonna have stuff. It'll start coming out more and more what's happening for that weekend. Usually, when the minister come, he say, "Bring me the youth. I want to talk to the children." And they have programs and stuff like plenary sessions, help them to be a better person, learning about health, learning different things. So we have a lot of stuff going on. And then I'm going to just tell y'all, one time I said, I ain't going to the party tonight. Okay, just know that Muslims do have we try to write. So they was like, "You not gonna go?"
I have water.
The older sister that was older than me called me, talking about, "Girl, you ought to be here." The minister that came in and they hyped, and he came in and they brought him in on was it Kendrick Lamar? We gonna be all right. And the minister was like, "Yeah." He loves Brother Kendrick Lamar, but it was just so wonderful to see the youth having a good time because we play music, we dance, we know how to do it the right way.
I see your comment.
Yeah,
Free Palestine. Yeah,
yeah, Free Palestine.
I said, what y'all want to talk about with the sisters today? Like, first of all, how y'all like our studio?
I love it.
Our studio.
I love it.
I was walking in like.
Yep, I never knew these rooms. I don't know why I never knew this stuff was on this side. Because like I said, I had 2 different doctors was in this building.
Really?
Yeah.
A shout out to Councilman Jerry Winfrey Carter.
Hey.
You wasn't on here earlier when we was jamming because I know I could have seen her now. Hey, that's my jam.
She got her name.
I'm gonna tell her she got a whole lot of shout outs yesterday. We was down at the library talking to the lady that comes from the sister that comes from over there where you do the literacy program, and she was talking about the sewing classes and things that they had over there. So she was talking about that down at the library, and we gave you a lot of shout outs to her talking about you with the literacy program. We even talked about it in the library board meeting. But Jerry Winfrey Carter got that literacy program. Don't ever go without finding a way to learn to read and comprehend, not just read, but comprehend. And she had definitely got a good program over there. You should be talking about trying to get in there and do something.
Yeah,
so.
You can go up there and volunteer for different programs that they have. That sewing program they have is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's really a good program. Then I think they feed you on certain days.
They do pass out food on Friday.
Oh, we gotta get a P.O. box. Right versus wrong said they want to send something to the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, that totally slipped our mind.
I know what I want to talk about.
When is Mardi Gras? What JoJo said. She said, when is Mardi Gras? February, March.
So many days before.
But it was something in October they was telling us about the reason why we were.
You gotta look at the calendar and see when it's
the Bayou Classic.
You gotta look
That's what we're going down there for.
Oh, okay. Because you know what? That's my friend down there right now.
And we're gonna shoot everybody's show with us.
Because she went to Grambling, I think.
I'm going live with Master P.
No Master P. Gina, you missed that, didn't you? Say, no Master P.
I'm gonna find it.
Sister Allison can get you in contact with him because she was helping with his brother's case. He murdered.
Watch me now. Watch me.
She might be able to help you with that.
Think I won't have Master P there in October if you want to. Watch.
That's the only white man I know can walk through the projects and everybody hugging her.
Don't be surprised if you see a shoe what's the shoes of Monye. It'll damn sure be a rack right there. So y'all got stuff that wanted to be advertised. Be open.
Listen.
I want to talk about FOIA.
Well, let's just jump right on into it.
I don't have my shades, my sunglasses with me today.
Let's just jump right into it.
I'm ready to throw some
Let
shade.
me lean back.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I had somebody call me and say, "What is FOIA or what's FOIA?" I said, "Oh, it's waking people up. This is a person that's not in politics.
They didn't know what that was.
Yeah." So I'm like, okay, this word is getting out. We're doing something
right.
That?
Freedom of Information Act.
Information Act. We're doing something right. And then they was like, tell me more about it. I didn't know you have to pay. So you can just get information. I said, that's how we got the emails from Snyder and knew that they knew about it and had been talking about it for months.
Right.
Same thing with this. When oh Lord. I just hope they doing the laptops too. Because they sit there on their laptops and their phones.
Well, she said that. And she said emails and she said WhatsApp and some of those other apps. She said they all are included in that FOIA.
Okay, because that's a city. We all know the laptop story. They give you a laptop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So those are city issued laptops. So that should be.
But they said the FOIA also included their private.
Private and the government
it
ones.
Should.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to address that in a minute, Jerry, and
I believe it should.
Ms. Harris. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. I only got the Facebook.
So a lot of
side.
people want to know, of course, what is FOIA,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody think just because it's being done, they always think it's the same activists. I'm like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with that. First of all, I can't afford the FOIA.
Man, I didn't know them FOIAs cost that much. I really didn't.
Very
I
expensive.
still don't know how much they cost.
I mean, but
Oh.
I had seen a post on Flint Politics Reboot, right versus wrong, had posted, and it said something about $931. I'm like, wow.
Let me just share with y'all. That's the reason why a lot of stuff don't get done is because we don't have the monies and the resources to properly do it. And I'll just openly say it now, if I haven't openly said it before. In 2021, when we started the campaign for second ward, I actually called and started the calls to asking, where do Liddell Lewis really live? I did not have the monies to pay for an investigator, but I did give that information to several people that had money. If they really wanted to do it, they could have done it. But the monies, they did not provide the monies and the resources to help with investigating. I had already looked up and had her address. I already knew where she lived at. That wasn't nothing. And what tipped me off, and I never would have thought about doing it, but a friend of mine who knew her, who she worked with on a project, said, oh, is that where she's saying she lived? That was the key to me to say, she must not live there. So I Googled her, and all of those addresses, including the one on Kent, the one in Davison, all of those addresses showed up. That one in Maryland showed up. And when I called and talked to my friend and said, hey, I got an address for her over in Maryland, she said, bingo.
If you could have hired me, I'm a private investigator and do a lot of free work.
Well,
we didn't know.
We didn't know you back then.
But
now
everybody
we know.
knew. We found out back then that she didn't.
She didn't live here.
We actually knew.
I actually called Gloria and said to Gloria down at the city clerk's office, the one that's in question now with those papers. I actually said to her, are you sure she lives here? She said, we went through the state and got her verified. I sent her an email. I'm trying to get access to the email that I sent her because she wouldn't respond to my email. She only responded when I called her by phone. So Gloria knew that it was a question at hand. Where is her legal address? She knew that.
Gloria don't care.
Not only that, it's a pattern because we also found out she was 3-4 months short of the. You have to be
the date.
The date. You have to be at your address for a full year, for a 12-month cycle.
Yep.
So it's like a.
She want to be a professional nosy person.
Something is going on because we seeing a pattern of her just who's covering up all of these mistakes.
Right.
Who's passing all this stuff through, giving it the blind eye, because it's just a lot now.
Yep.
And then it kind of matches the attitude. Because if you feel like you the Teflon down and you untouchable, you're gonna walk around like your stuff don't stink. Right. Yeah. Right. And so I think that may have a lot to do with the spirit that comes out.
Yes. I mean it does.
She don't even have to say anything. It's just the spirit when she comes into space.
Right.
Or is it that she intimidates?
Y'all notice that? Have y'all gotten used to her putting that blue folder up there?
Everything is
so that purse so you can't see her.
I keep telling y'all, I do special education. Tell y'all what that's a sign.
Tell Sister Audrey, follow the eyes. Follow the eyes. Just follow the eyes.
I've been saying. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's a sign. It really is. When you start to learning how to study people, and I've been doing the special education stuff for a while. I mean,
Mickey said
but I'm not trying to be funny or because that's a special situation. I love working with the children like that. I've started out working with the adults like that, but I love working with the children like that. And over the time. It's been a minute. I've been saying something since back in 2021. Like y'all ain't noticed something is not there.
Maybe they need to take some sage and burn it. Up and
y'all want to go clear it. Y'all want to go clear the chambers before they start.
They already got the blessing that they added in there. That don't work.
I'll bring some Palo Santos and we can burn it.
Something else because
that air be thick in there.
Thick.
It be thick.
And so we know what FOIAs are. Well, hopefully more people know what FOIAs are. And
Freedom of Information Act. Remember, you have the ability to she said a sign of what? Tom, don't start. You a doctor. We ain't going there today. Tom, trying to make us get in trouble up in here. Tom, stop. Tom, stop, Dr. Pedroni. We didn't. We ain't go. We gonna keep it going.
So, in other news, what y'all think about this other part of the investigation? The Fed, the FB, the three letters.
Man. I haven't been here all week, but I keep hearing that, and then some people saying, "Is that confirmed? Is it this?"
I've been hearing the Feds is here for so long. I really want to see a jacket that say FBI on the back before I believe
they don't come like that.
When
they come like that, they come in
do they just come in their black suits?
Not for me though.
Men in black.
Yes, men in black.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I believe if Dennis Pfeiffer called him, he had a right to do that, and a very good cause. If you're getting death threats, you can't call the city of Flint police. First of all, there's not enough of them.
I mean, but again, I go back to this can happen to plenty of council people.
Yes.
And residents.
Yes.
And so it takes this
for them to come in and see about us. Nothing happened.
You got money.
Okay.
That was the fact.
Classism. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have money. Mm-hmm. If you ain't got money, money talks.
Right.
Yeah.
BS
walks.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember that. But it's hard. It's rough because, and we already know. Like you say, we always getting death threats. It's a lot of us around here that get death threats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I received them. Gina's received them.
They know what school my daughter go to, how she look, all kinds of things.
I ain't gonna even be in the beginning when the water crisis first started. I remember we was in City Hall. We came out, and Art Wilson's side view mirror on his driver's side was knocked off his truck.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because he was like, "Oh man." I said, "Yeah."
But the other week they had a guy, a white guy. He came down to the meeting and he had on a bulletproof vest. And it was very noticeable. He was very outspoken. He was
that ain't funny, but
no, it's not funny because you really don't know where these people's mind be at. And
I said when they did that new council, they should have put metal detectors.
Right, they should have.
Well, we asked about that over at the
library
at the over at the county building when they were going over there. Remember when they were across the street? We said, "Are you all going to do something?" Because
Gun told Judy was after y'all.
She was after
right.
And we asked, when are y'all gonna start to doing it? Because I mean, in any cases, you get moms and dads that come down there pissed off and mad about child support. You get people down there mad about their taxes.
Right.
You get them coming down there mad about a lot of things. Why are you all not better protected in the county building? You do it in the courthouse where you got a whole lot of security there. If somebody was to start the shooting and you ain't even got the metal detectors there, you gonna have, they got a whole lot, but you don't have them walking around in the county building. There's none walking around at all, except for when you got council meetings.
Front door, and that's it.
That's it. And he's sitting there reading through his phone, looking at Facebook like us.
And
laughing. How you doing today? Good. Have a good evening.
Yes. Somebody asked about a video, AK Cole video. I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen AK Cole's video either.
I haven't seen it. But I wanted to go back to Jerry Winfrey Carter had put up there that if you're looking to get your GED or ABE, she said, come and see her. Somebody asked, what is an ABE? Jerry, would you please put in here, because I got the question too. What is an ABE? Because Mrs. Harris asked, what is an ABE? and we want to know what it is. If you could put that in the
What
comments.
is that, after bachelor's education? I don't know.
After basic educational skills. I don't know
Adult basic education. Okay.
Okay.
Duh, I'm coming up there to see you because I need to find out what those
Adult
letters
basic
You might need to
education.
sign us up for that.
Okay.
I know. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
retired. I'm retired.
Okay.
Look, she don't want nothing to do with it.
City Hall in Lynchburg is like the courthouses, metal detectors, and you need to state your business before proceeding. You know, when you go into the federal building here, I don't know about the federal building here.
Been in there.
I went to a federal building,
The federal courthouse.
Let me tell you something. We had to show our ID. What's your purpose here? You had to sign in. I had my children with me. It was crazy. The sister that was with me made me mad. She didn't have no ID, no nothing. But guess what? She had a Nation of Islam travel letter, and they allowed her in because it identified who she was.
I never want to go in there.
So yeah, in the federal building, we went to a federal court hearing up in one of those buildings, but they had all kind of federal stuff going on in that building.
It's like that in DC too.
Yeah, you got to show some ID.
Your ID, sign
you should.
Certain buildings, you got to get a clearance to even get into them.
Right. And you should be showing who you are to get in any of these buildings, especially in the state that we living in now. People you almost need an ID to get into a store.
That's true. Well, you know what? Let me tell y'all what I want to talk about.
Okay.
So y'all know the flyer I put up this morning, and it was a beautiful song. Bobby Womack, Woman's Gotta Have It. Okay. And so let's put our mind into that. Woman's Gotta Have It.
Right.
And so then I looked earlier this week, and I seen on the blogs where it said Jada Pinkett and Will Smith been separated for 6 years. Now tell me, sisters, can we pretend that long? I mean, have y'all had to pretend?
People be staying in the house, living in the same bed, be pretending for years.
See, I'm just making a sister circle.
Money make you do strange things,
right?
And a lot of people don't. I remember my elder relatives, and I just always thought it was strange. They was married, but they always slept in separate bedrooms, and it was several of them. My auntie lived in Detroit. She slept in a separate room. My daddy and my stepmother, for a while, they had separate beds. She said she couldn't deal with his snoring.
But do y'all feel deceived, or do y'all think that's
deceived? That's different because we still know they.
But people still sleep in different rooms. Hey, my auntie and her husband dead now, but hey, they let thing going on, but they slept in separate rooms, but they was married.
Some people stay for convenience.
They stay for convenience, right? They stay for the children.
Jeff said his mama slept on the couch after the 10th child. I would have too.
Hey, number 10 probably told her, "No more, mama, get out here. Come out and sleep with me." I'm sorry, Joe. That was too funny.
I'm telling too much of my business, but I know a guy I used to date, and he asked me to go to his family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Family reunion was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He kept telling me how big his aunt and uncle's house was. So I'm thinking 2,000-3,000 square feet.
Right.
Oh no, they live in a house.
Okay. House.
Yeah, like it was so big where people didn't have to get hotel rooms.
You can stay there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to call it an estate.
An estate, yes.
So now I'm being nosy, like, what they do? They own one of the first largest funeral homes in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. They have money if they on the south side.
The husband got a penthouse downtown, and the wife stays in the house. And he'll come every now and then and stay there in his own room. He has his own phone.
Okay.
But they still married.
But Queen Charlotte and King George did it.
Who?
And they had 14 kids.
King Charlotte and
Queen Charlotte, Queen Elizabeth's black great grandmother,
the grandma,
and the great grandfather, whatever she was, and King George II, I think it was. They had separate houses. They stayed in. She would have to go over there because he had mental health issues, and he stayed by himself. But they managed to have 14 babies.
Amen.
But what's the? I mean.
Everybody do it.
Is it because like I feel like the older generation, you had to stay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay, baby. Make it work. That's what we supposed to do. Something
a lot of young folks do it too. It's a lot of young folks do it too for status sakes.
But you think I think they did it because they got a lot of money.
Yeah, money.
And they didn't want to,
money.
We're gonna have to split this up.
Because I've stayed in relationships because of the finances.
Did you?
I've done that,
Gina.
I've done
I'm
that.
finna clutch my pearl.
I'm clutching.
I
just taught my granddaughter how to do. I taught Too Sweet. I said, Too Sweet.
I've done that.
She did this. I said, oh, you clutching your pearls? She said, that's how she did. So I told her, I said, clutch your pearls. So when I said clutch your pearls, now she do like this.
And the reason at that time I was like in my probably like 30,
Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
But you used to live in a certain lifestyle. I
Yeah.
have been with that person 7 years since my 20s.
Yeah.
And I was used to live in a certain lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I gotta give up the nanny now, the dog walker,
Right.
all this little extra stuff. And I was like, I had put so much into it because he had a business. I felt like, dang, I cheated myself because I'm not married. I done gave you 7 years of my life. Now this ain't working. I ain't just finna take off because we mad.
You can get that. It's a process.
I'm gonna hang around a little while.
She said it's a process.
So I stayed around an extra 2 years probably.
Yeah.
And stacked my chips. And yeah, okay, now we can
Split up.
say bye-bye.
Right.
So I know I did it for 2 years too long when I look back at it. But that was the only opportunity I had to build me a nest egg so that I could leave without nothing.
Nothing.
But what are y'all looking for now? Are y'all looking for love? Or y'all looking for? We want money. I mean,
at the age I'm at, we both wouldn't be talking about somebody help take care of each other. I'm just kidding.
But seriously,
the arthritis might start kicking in, and you might need some help to stand up off the couch. But financial, we just a few sisters in us. We all talked about it in the nation. We said, we got a growing old population. We got a lot of sisters who don't have husbands. Mm-hmm. We was like, what are we gonna do with us? Because we was talking about building a nursing home for our elder, or someplace that convalescent home they call it, to help take care of our elders, because once they get to a certain age, they got to be cared for, and all of them don't have families. And so we were talking about, well, what about this age group that we're in, where we don't have a husband, our children are grown, and now financially it's a burden. It's hard to make sure all of it. I have family members tell me, friends tell me, you still work. I got to work. Yeah. My 76-year-old cousin still work. I said, why are you still working? She said, girl, I just bought a truck and I got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So you talk about, she's not married. She don't have her children staying with her. Nobody lives with her. That's the cousin. That's the super cousin. She climbs on the roof of the house. So for real, literally, like last year, she was on the roof of the house. We had to tell her to get down. But, for convenience sake, it's like a financial thing. Do I decide that I want to have somebody to stay with me for a roommate to help with offset the bills?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of times, if you got a companion, you stay there because it's convenient. You got somebody to help offset the bills.
Well, yeah, just like, okay, me telling me my business again. When I got into that relationship that I was just telling y'all about that I stayed in 2 years long, when I got with that person, I was in college. And I was paying, everybody know how expensive rent is in Detroit, and he was paying a certain amount. So we said,
let's go together.
And let's save some money and let's purchase a home, which we did.
You got a nickel and I got the dime.
Yeah, so if my glass half full and yours half full, guess what?
It's going to be full.
We got a full glass now.
Mm-hmm.
So I look for now in a relationship because now I'm older. Back then, I was just looking for money. You could look like Biggie. One eye dangling out. I didn't care.
But you know what? Here go a male. We always got these males want to jump in the sister circle. And Tony said, I'll be commenting from a male point of view. I only need a female for one thing, and I don't need a relationship for that. So
What
you
food?
in this? You in
But
this
you want
mix.
somebody to cook for you, Tony?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Is it
some
for
food,
food?
all right.
Some food being cooked. Is that what you looking for?
But if you're doing this,
Well, I'm
and
only
y'all
looking for somebody, Tony, to change my tire when I need it to be changed.
Yeah, that
Remember that conversation?
That part.
I'm messing with Tony.
If you in this relationship just for security, financial security,
Yeah.
y'all not in love. I mean, a woman's gotta have it.
Well, it's like a contract. Isn't a marriage a contract?
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It's
We
a
signed
legal
piece of
binding
paper.
contract.
I know people who get prenups. Everybody wealthy. It ain't just wealthy people that get prenups.
Right.
It's everyday people who
Girl,
get
they
prenups.
said Beyonce get $5 million for every child.
See what I'm saying?
I would have been popping them out like hotcakes.
So it's a contract. So
He
if
ain't
one
going
of us
nowhere.
break the contract,
He just gonna do what he do.
what then? We supposed to just walk away and act like you didn't break the contract? No, I'm going after your head.
Look.
Uh-huh.
She taking everything. Sister Audrey might let him keep what he want to keep, and she gonna start over.
Yeah, because that guy I'm talking about, I don't even know if he got a place to stay right now.
Damn, Gina.
Oh,
Damn,
Gina.
Gina.
Yeah.
Oh, ching ching.
And I know that his sister and them probably watching. They probably cracking up. But yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. Sister Circle.
Looking, Dr. Petron, he says that's what they call it now.
It's
It's a contract.
But yeah,
Sign on the dotted line.
Yeah, for me, when I was dating in my 30s, I wanted the new Coogi dress, the new Gator sandals. I really didn't care about a relationship.
Right.
I was probably thinking like a man. I'm like, it's about 12 more of y'all just like y'all. I can ride up and down 7 Mile and get about 20 numbers.
Right.
You know, so
You
I
on
was-
a good, you
I
on a
was-
good.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
so
see.
then all of a sudden it's a wake-up call. You look up, you 40,
Right.
with a kid, you're not married. You're like,
Mhm,
She was like, hold up, time
hey,
out.
I think I'd have had a little too much fun. Now I done woke up.
But you get so independent, like
Right.
Yeah.
you know, it's like I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Like I'm straight. I'm happy with where I'm
But
at.
now you
Mhm.
need both. I mean, come on, let's keep it real.
That's
If
good. We over 100.
you got a guy with you that you
31 on
gotta
Facebook.
carry,
78 there.
what? Okay, then the roles have reversed. So
Yeah.
now I'm wearing the pants. So I
Mhm.
expect you to cook, clean,
Mhm.
scratch my scalp,
Rub my feet.
rub my feet, wash my. I want my clothes washed, and I need them hung up a certain way.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So then the roles change. So now, what the world say now, you demasculating the man. No, he demasculating himself. Go get a job. Keep up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think every man should have more than one job. If your job not sufficient enough, go get another one.
I remember listening
to
to they said about JC
Ricky don't want to say that now.
Did you know JC Penney's back in the day would fire you if you had, like, if you was married and you had a side, your mistress?
How they
Oh.
know?
They would fire you. They said because they figure that if you working and taking care of your family, you can't afford somebody on the side. You got to be
You
stealing.
doing something else.
You stealing and doing something else.
I wish they would.
I didn't know that was.
That's never. But
that's
I'm
what they-
just
Wow.
saying.
But
let
But
me
that
shut up.
kind of makes
Yeah,
sense.
but no. She did asking, is your hair green?
Oh, that's
That's a lie,
the
Dr.
side,
Pedroni.
baby. Yeah.
He got her hair looking green. He said, is your hair
baby.
green?
I'm still a blonde. Blonde always gonna have more fun. That's why we talking about this.
But that was what something the Minister Farrakhan had brought that up at one of our events, and he said that at one time that's what J.C. Penney's used to do. That was a part of their moral code of conduct that they had in their clauses as employers. I was like, dang.
JoJo says like they're in the military.
Yeah.
What?
Now
You
the
must be
military,
faithful.
if the military finds you being cheating, they will kick you out. I had a friend, he caught his wife. She was in the military, did a pop-up visit. She had a boyfriend sitting there. He beat up her and the boyfriend. He went to jail and she got kicked out the military.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. I
I heard military jail is not what you want.
Yep,
Oh,
right.
I
Yeah.
don't want no jail.
Military jail is
I
like
don't- I don't
It
want
ain't
no
fun
jail.
on them side of the bars, y'all.
None
Yeah.
at all.
Fortunately, I ain't never had the bars closed on.
Yeah, so,
I was like,
yeah,
that,
I just
that's stupid stuff.
so me and my friends talk about this often. single friends and friends that are married. Some of my married friends be like, I'm telling you, all that being married ain't what you think you're all cracked
It's
up
work.
to be. It's work.
It's work.
Marriage is
work.
a ministry. You got to pray every day.
I'm like, I'm
In
single and
between.
it's work. And I ain't got no help. So, hey, so it's what's gonna be your compromise? It ain't that you selling yourself out. It's what's your compromise?
You definitely have to find somebody that's equally yoked or somebody that's willing to work hard at it.
Yeah.
You said it right
At the
there.
very
No,
least,
no,
willing to work hard at it.
Excuse me.
I got a question because you married anyway.
I know. That's why I'm trying to help them.
You can't help them.
You're over there itching them.
Right.
I'm saying, why do women? Why do they look at the as they call a square, which y'all go for the bathroom?
It's that excitement and that thrill.
Right.
I've been there.
Yeah.
But now give me square, give me the fat one too. I take him too. I don't care. Puffing and puffing, walking up and down the steps.
Exactly.
You know, this is about you have to find somebody who's gonna be real honest and just and want to commit to working an honest, making an honest living and just being honest.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, as you get older and you mature, you start to looking for somebody that's like what they want to call a square.
The square one is making all the money now.
And basically just have some respect. The respect goes a long ways. I mean,
I've never dated a guy that hasn't been in jail. Never, ever.
Oh yeah.
Ever dated.
I dated a couple of them. But I had a few of them that never been.
Yeah, my track record pretty bad with that.
Never been. He was
almost everybody
was
out there. I had to really go back.
You know, I seen that thing that said if you had to, well, we can't ask Wyntis this, she out of this because she married with 2 children and is by her husband. But they said if you could go back and marry the first, they said marry the first, your oldest baby daddy, your oldest baby daddy, or go or be a stripper. I said, start throwing the change.
Oh, yeah.
Start throwing the change. I said, start throwing some change because he ain't got no chance.
I be trying to dig Heidi
Ain't
up
none.
from the grave. Can I come
He ain't
work
been
for
to
you?
jail, but he ain't got no chance.
So why is it okay for a man to keep going until they get it right? But when we do it, we got a high body count. I got
That's
as many
true.
bodies as your mama.
Yeah.
Well, I know my daddy was married 5 times. I got a cousin married 5 times.
But he did it till he got it right. But that's okay for a
She
man.
just stayed and
But how come
endured.
a woman can't?
No, she just stayed and endured. I love you if any of my family on here. But y'all know they stayed until they endured.
It's a double
just
standard.
It's a
Just
double
like in high
standard.
school.
It's a
If
double
a girl
standard.
sleep with a guy in high school, she the hoe of the school.
They gonna run through her.
But the guy, he can sleep with her and all her friends,
And he's the most popular one.
He
Most
homecoming
likely to
king.
succeed.
he get voted as
Mhm.
homecoming
Right,
king. So
right.
it's just a double standard for women and men. And we've been working so hard to try to even that plan for out, but it's hard when it's like you said, it goes all the way up to corporate. When I worked at GMAC, if I would have been married, I would have made more money. But because I wasn't married, I was on a different pay tier.
Y'all done brought Dr. Pedroni out on a different thing. Look what I'm saying. My F.
I'm with
Dr. Padroni.
I've been recording this slander.
Woo! I'm gonna clutch my pearls on that one.
Never seen such a slanderous conversation.
But you know, I have to say this, and I offer this. Mickey, they said this is what we're taught in the nation, and they teach you where a society is judged by the standard and the level of its women, not by the standard and the level of its men. It's by the standard, in the nation.
We talk about keep running around till
we talk about
making babies.
But the thing is in the nation, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said his hardest work is with the women. If he could get he said but 75% of his work is with the women. If he could get us to say, if you want it, put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Then we wouldn't have all of that. A man can't run through every woman if the woman hold herself to a different standard. Yeah. She can really control him. And a lot of us don't understand that.
Well, maybe we need to, Sister Circle, one day have a male guest.
Yes. Not Mickey.
And not Mickey.
I want to come back on.
Lord, what male guest
we
we
not
want to
supposed
get?
To be on anyway.
We might get a square.
A square.
And see how they feel about it.
That's got some money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they probably feel a certain type of way about
but what guy is going to come on and say he's a square?
He ain't gotta say it. We know he is.
But we just said we're gonna get a square so that we be sitting up here.
Well, we can get somebody who's I won't say necessarily is what society is say is a square.
Tony said here he is. Tony can.
What society would say is a square.
It's a square.
A professional person who's not married that's out in the dating world.
Tony Wiggins.
We had a brother. This brother, he was a total square. He was like a nerd, but he was a computer geek. Mm-hmm. And this one brother, he came to me, he said, I've been trying to get my brother married, but the sisters don't get turned up. Now, these sisters in the nation, he said, because he's so nerdy. I said, oh, poor brother, but I seen him recently. He's married. He finally found somebody to take him on and marry him.
But you know, a woman can change.
Look, I want to be like, oh, don't come to America. You gave me a little bit.
You know, ain't nothing like that swag. It's a certain kind of swag.
I know you gotta have a swag. I mean, we can't give them the swag, but we can kind of shape and mold the man out.
He said we offended me.
You know, Mickey's sitting over there with his head over his head right now. But a woman we can develop that man and kind of mold him into how we want him to be.
Yep.
You know, maybe put this out.
He gotta be willing now.
He gotta be willing. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't be with nobody that's not willing. You know, put this on.
Yeah.
I think you should wear this tie or this scarf with that or these shoes.
Have his clothes set out for him.
Right. Yeah. So you can fix up that square and make him upgrade him.
Upgrade.
Let me upgrade.
I had a woman cutting my hair for the longest. Shout out to my old barber, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy,
that used to be my barber.
That was Eric's barber, too.
I don't remember Tammy, but I can't remember her last name right now.
Mason.
No, that's not
She's on Facebook.
I'm thinking of.
She subscribed.
Tamara Mason.
Yeah.
Tamara Mason.
Tammy that be on here. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. You know how y'all women like how I do. Mm-hmm. That's why I always went to a woman and got my hair.
Right.
Because we gonna cut it the way we like it, and so you probably got a whole lot of more women liking you like
don't
that.
Be getting done. Don't be saying that. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Miss Nicole.
No, we talking about back in the day, like back in the day when she was cutting his hair. You know what I'm saying?
She cut my boys' hair.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hey, Nicole. Look.
Hey, Miss Nicole.
He didn't mean his homeboys. He meant his son.
This is a good question. So Free said, let me ask this question. Why is a woman making more money a turn off to men? Because I think they get jealous. I really think a man gets jealous. Like
if they feel emasculated too.
Yeah.
That's the problem I have with relationships.
Oh, I had that. What do you mean
you traveling again? Who paying for all this travel? I'm like, my job. What kind of work you do again? I don't understand what you do. So they give y'all hotels and you just be doing. Oh, that sounds a little shady. Well, you might need to tell them you got a man so I can come too.
Girl, you just ran it down. That's how it go. FaceTime you.
Yeah, when I got married,
here go the whole hotel room. What else you want to see?
I was like, you see, now you're sitting next to me. She in there being next to me.
Right.
Yeah, but
when I got married, when I got married, this is the honest to God truth. You know how we do it in the nation. We do a little courtship. We talk a little bit. I never revealed to him my finances.
Y'all don't talk about that.
We supposed to, but I purposely didn't because I knew he couldn't make what I made. And so being an occupational therapist, I knew what I was making at that time. Yeah. So we was married and we was in a bank and they had to ask us about finances, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, and I said it like this, right? And see how much I was making. He was like, what?
Right.
Because he really didn't know what it was I did for a living. He knew I did home care. He assumed I was a CNA.
Like a CNA. Right.
And so he knew what the CNAs made, but he didn't have no clue.
Like, she make about 10, 12.
Right.
No, she don't make that much.
Minimum wage.
Yeah, she gets stuff here because her, she get child support. Yeah, she can get this. No, I get it, whether that came or not, and I could afford it. So, it came down one day. He was like, I don't know, out of the blue, he just going to talk about, I could afford to pay for this and that, this, and the other. I looked at him like, what's the deal? What's the problem? The problem is I was making more than twice. Like, I was making twice as much as he was. Then later on, he told us we started having problems. He said to me, I think that a lot of the brothers and sisters stay together and work through it because financially they have a responsibility or a need for one another.
Yes.
So like a couple of sisters that didn't work, their husbands was the one breadwinner, or the ones that they both was working maybe a little more than minimum wage. They needed both incomes to make their household. Me, I was running a whole household and some before he came in the picture, but he didn't know that was how I was handling it because of what I was making. And it brought about a lot of problems. But on the flip side, I know a brother that was married to a engineer that made good money and became an HR rep. And he was building a business, but she had the benefits, the insurance, the everything through her employer.
Yeah.
He didn't hardly have that.
Right.
But it was times when you could see it.
He was laying the foundation.
But you could see where stuff was manifested a little bit. So when her job transferred her, he had to shut down business and go.
Because she holding the bag.
Because she holding the bag.
Well, the late, great Reverend Lewis Randolph from Antioch Baptist Church, he did my pre-marriage counseling for 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yeah. I asked him, how many weeks do we have to take off? He said, y'all just come on in the office after church service.
It's like 6 weeks?
No,
3 months?
No, it took him like literally 10 minutes. We didn't even sit down.
Wow.
He said, look, y'all about to do this. I wish y'all the best. And money break y'all up, so don't get to arguing over money. That was it. That was his whole marriage counseling. That was it.
And also I think too, when y'all
good evening, Councilwoman Tanya Barr.
When you got married, you were what, 30-ish?
32, 31, 32.
So you were maturing yourself at that time and kind of knew what you wanted or didn't want because you had been out there in the single life, right?
I had did everything I wanted to do. I had traveled, I had club hopped, I had did everything I wanted to do before I got pregnant and got married. The streets owe me nothing.
That's how I feel.
Nothing. They owe me nothing.
Well, I had a little flashback over the weekend. Shout out everybody. Did anybody watch the Hip Hop Award?
No, I
wanted on Tuesday. I forgot.
I wanted though.
Pressure came out. I was up.
That was the stuff. Because I feel like if something ever happened to Mr. Bieber, I should be in the obituary as much as I was at the Bieber.
See? He saw me away. He said, "Oh, yeah."
I should be in the Bieber.
So I'm watching it. Hip Hop. I mean, that was nice. Anybody get a chance, go back and watch the replay.
We'll have to.
But they, man, they brought out Chingy. I ain't seen Chingy.
Y'all Chingy.
Oh, I didn't know Chingy.
Man,
How sister Audrey know all of this worldly music?
I know the new stuff that's out now.
She got kids, great
kids.
Wait, so
they was trying to explain to me who Lotto was and what Lotto was.
Oh, big Lotto. Yeah, Lotto.
So I'm like a 12-year-old at the Houdini concert,
right?
Watching this, I'm jumping up and down. I'm like, oh my God, the Spinderella! Ooh. I said, I'm gonna kick Treva if you watching. Don't kill me. I said, I'm gonna kick Treva's butt when I talk to her. I got a friend live in Atlanta. Where it's popping at. She live, what is it called? Ballpark, right next to the ballpark.
Okay.
Some really nice luxury apartment. I'm like, so my Siri called her because I had said her name.
And what happened?
Alexa, you ain't supposed to do that.
Right, man. She hear me going on. I'm calling her all kinds of that. I said, you should have called me. We were supposed to be at
that. Also was in Atlanta.
Yes. I said we were supposed to be there.
What was it at the what's the name of the big theater downtown?
Yeah, downtown. I'm like, it's walking distance from your house. I'm madder than a mug. I'm like, oh man.
We had a whole day of atonement.
I would have had her roll me in.
We done got old now. We can't be doing all that stuff.
We're gonna roll on it.
I was ready to get rolled in there the way they partied. Oh man, Bow Wow came. The Brat came. I'm just like, ooh. It was so many. Oohs.
I love me Brats.
LL Cool J gave a full concert. Seemed like Bun B. All of us 90s graduates.
It's the 50-year reunion.
Who is Mr. John Pony? Women are very manipulative and very easily manipulated. Facts. Which one of y'all want it?
Woo!
We're very manipulative
and easily manipulated.
Both. That's what I was going both directions. That's true. So then,
you got
so in other words, what you saying is men is very manipulative and easy to be manipulated too.
It's gotta go both ways.
It's gotta be both ways.
How's it gonna work?
Can't work unless it's both ways. Mm-hmm. People in general.
So when you meet a guy and he lie to you about his finances, is that being manipulative?
Yeah, that is. You lying to
so
me
it's
about
a lot
it.
of that going on.
Because like if you taking me to Ruth Chris or Jay Alexander for our first couple of dates, and you know that third date, and you like, you want to go to Chick-fil-A? No.
Right.
No.
Meet me at Applebee's. Why?
Applebee's. Right.
I haven't been to Applebee's since the
Let's go back to Benihana's or the Whitney or the Blues Club somewhere.
So that goes both ways. I mean, I think Danielle said it best the other day.
I can't do nothing with $1,000.
Right.
That's all I took out of Art What's video.
She said, I can't. We can't even buy a bag.
You can't.
I'm gonna hope that my family ain't watching, but I want to watch, but I hope they ain't, because it's a real situation. My cousin has a 15-year-old son, no 16, and he was talking to.
It's a secret.
He was talking to this new lady. And he didn't tell her about the baby because he ain't got no relationship with her. And then when she found out, it caused a big problem.
Yeah.
Because she felt like if you wasn't honest enough to tell me that, what else are you hiding?
Well, I had always said that I didn't want to marry a man that had kids.
Because you want the drama.
Deal with the baby mama drama.
I had a friend that said that she told her husband she had a teenage child. She said, "I will have a baby for you, long as you ain't got no other babies out there."
I was
she was like, "Girl," and she had a baby.
Well, men make those situations complicated.
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit.
Y'all don't want the men to accept women can have babies. I done seen men more accepting women having a child and them ignorant baby daddies. I done seen women with some of the most ignorant.
Welcome to 60 Circle, the greatest producer in the world.
I'm just saying, men got a baby.
No, we don't have to.
And a man shouldn't have to either.
Especially like in my case, I didn't have any kids.
Right. So why would I want to deal with your kids?
Why would I want to deal with you with 25 baby mamas?
Right. Like, no, I don't want to.
I tried that don't work.
I didn't end up with one. I'm too selfish.
But you know, another situation, because it was something I was talking to one of the sisters about. We had a few brothers that was in close proximity. They had their wives to die. I mean, no, not strange. Their wives died. We had some of those too, but I mean, their wives died. But they were a nice, caring brother. I said, could you marry a man that had a wife to die? You know, they got their time to grieve. Yeah. But, you know, realistically, especially he still loved her. He should never stop loving her. Yeah. But he got children. If he got children by her, it's going to be those days where it's her birthday.
Right.
How can you handle that? Can you truly as a woman handle that? That not that he all googly eyes still over her or that he expects you to be like her, but he still should be entitled to some of those moments.
I think money changed a lot of things.
Money.
Because like we started off the show, Will and Jada. They've been separated since 2016. I'm sure both of them are dating.
They don't need each other's money to live.
August. Look, y'all know how we get out of here. Put up there. Yeah, it's time. We over. Put up there where you from. Let us give you a shout out.
Right, I love them women who have so many babies.
He talking about the stomach and the lines.
Hey, we gonna block Tony off the next show.
Gonna get blocked. So what y'all got up for the weekend? We do not own the rights to this music.
But what's going on? I always ask that. What's going on in the community this weekend?
Look at it. She done been stuck. She was playing Bobby when I came in the door.
We gotta get ready for the blues and news.
Well, I do know it's another 100 forest coming up.
Y'all working it this year?
I think if I was to show up to volunteer this year, I'd get
you ain't got no money. Y'all getting paid? Y'all going up there getting paid this year?
I wouldn't know. I'm gonna get shot.
Y'all gonna get paid? Or you gonna get paid? Or you gonna get paid with candy? We'll wait.
I don't think I'm gonna be allowed on the block. On Pasadena. It's gonna be a roadblock, so I can't get to Pasadena or
Stop. So it's 100 something this weekend.
I think it's weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
Who's throwing it? That's all.
I ain't finna say no who's doing it. I'm gonna
The
say
same people that throwed it before.
I would just say look at the flyer.
You know she called this network, that person you're talking about. Pseudo. She been watching the internet. Oh, y'all can tell she getting her little language getting up. Don't say we pseudo.
So what you mean?
Virginia.
She got a doctorate degree. She's getting her language up, you say?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that's part of what I've been noticing ever since the very beginning. Is that you know, when you have a doctorate degree, when you start to going into certain educational realms, you start to learning how to articulate in a certain manner.
Breast cancer walk Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tomorrow? Okay. Oh, my one friend I used to work with,
walk.
if I was still there working with him, I would go because he said his wife had breast cancer and his mom had it, and he was fighting it.
We do not own the rights to this music. But shout out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world, Mickey Jordan. Look, I need everybody to get one person that you know and get them to go over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit that like and the subscribe button and that little bell. So every time we go live, you won't miss us. I love these two ladies in the seats right here.
Cash out.
$, $. A10 News Media Group is going across the bottom of the screen right now. Right
Hit it
now,
up, hit it up.
go ahead and hit that cash out. I thank Gina. I thank Sister Audrey. And we jamming. We're going to jam out of here tonight like we jammed in here. We're going to talk about politics sometimes. And sometimes we just going to talk about real issues because that's what sisters do. So thank y'all for tuning in. 7 o'clock. We got Maurice Davis. Don't forget tomorrow at 10. We got the Queen. Well, you know what? She gonna have to share that crown with me. Tanya Burns, 10 a.m. So you know what? See y'all later as we rock out of here because a woman gotta have it.
Put in the messages if you think we should let a guy come into our circle.
Oh, we're gonna have a guy with a circle because you know we gotta have it.